Welcome back to my channel. I'm Brian S. And today I want to look at OnAir and actually back to NeoFly again. Having kind of second thoughts about OnAir. Now I think what I want will eventually come. At least that's what they said on the Discord channel. But right now I think I can get kind of what I want with NeoFly. And that is FBO operations. I don't know how many of you remember the old program FS Passengers. It was for FSX only, I believe. I don't think it was ever written for P3D. I think the guy intended it to. I heard rumors that he had health issues. I'm not sure how much that is true or not. But nonetheless, it's there for FSX, but that's about it, I think. Now don't quote me on that. Don't hold me on that. Check it out just to make sure. In fact, why don't we just check this out? I can look at it myself. And the coolest thing, yeah. Oh no, it does say prepared 3D. Okay. But maybe it was only up to a certain version. I was thinking us 4.5 guys didn't have it available. But anyway, what made this program so great is that it didn't assign you a flight. It didn't pick a airport. It allowed you to do that. And I love that because I could then have my own set of airports. And I would do this in a spreadsheet, kind of out of game, if you will. Or you can get some blank playing cards at Amazon. And you can write a bunch of airports that you want and just pick one. Or, you know, come up with some list and roll some dice, you know, kind of thing. Whatever you want. But I generate my own flight, and you could just fly the flight, and then it would pay you for, I think, the distance or the time, or maybe there was a combination of both. I'm not quite sure quite how that worked. But nonetheless, it would simulate possible failures and things like that. The financial end of things was pretty trim. You know, there wasn't a whole lot going on, but I didn't care. The main thing I wanted it for was you got a little income, you could use your own list of airports that you wanted, and a lot of people didn't like that because they wanted to be told where to go. And that's what OnAir and NeoFly does. You know, OnAir, you know, you come in here where the aircraft are, and this is my plane here, the Baron. But these are all others that the AI pilots are flying. And there, see, I have nothing there, so I can go back. And I can click that, and it'll show me what jobs are available. Now, I want to make sure I have the distance. I hit pay once, it goes from low to high. I do it again, high to low. So I usually, you know, game the system a bit, if you will. And I have everything set up for the 208s as cargo only. So I can take that, I can now go back and I can load this up, and I might not have enough of fuel. Oh, maybe, let's see. I'll have to, and take some time to load it up. A lot less than real world, but you know, it's not instant. So anyway, I can come back to that later because I don't want to just sit here. But there's that, right? Oh, I know what I can do. I can show you this. So when that's doing that, I can go to FBOs. Now, I opened up a bunch of FBOs, which now looking back was not smart. Because I was told through Discord that the airline, I wanted to ask them, you know, how can I schedule or how can I set up scheduled service, and I thought I could do this through the FBOs. And they told me, yeah, scheduled service is coming, but it's not right now, but we're going to add it in. Okay, good. So basically, all FBOs do for you right now is they give you a place you can buy. You can buy fuel wholesale and sell it to other players, and you can set up like a repair place and all that. Repair your airplanes cheaper than if you go elsewhere. Other than that, that's pretty much it at this point. I think there's other benefits, but actually let's just do this. Let's go to manage, and you can generate some sort of jobs from it, but from what I understand, it's not necessarily to your other FBOs. It might be, but it isn't always going to be that way. So there's that. And I wanted to get something more like the original FS passengers. Well, this is when I went back to look at NeoFly, and they said you can do this. You have to purchase, I think it's $10, but you have to purchase the FBO add-on. And I think I'm going to have to get a loan. If I go to finance, yeah, here. I can get a fairly good decent loan. Now there's $4 million and $2 million. And I have no idea how much to get to open up something. But I tell you what we're going to do. Let's try a $200,000 loan. And is there any way? Oh, there we go. Right click it. Execute loan. Okay. So now I have this. Now instead of 10,000, I've got 208,703 to work with. Okay, cool. Now what I can do, here's Burbank. That's where I'm out of. Now you see that little orange dot. You can right click on that, go to airport, and say use as FBO. Ah, here we go. 35,000 a week. That seems crazy ridiculously high, considering there's 4.3 weeks in a month. I mean, wow. What are we looking at? 150 a month. That just seems really high. But we're going to do it anyway because we're going to see just what we can do. I'm just curious. Now I'm tempted to open one at Van Nuys, but that's such a short distance. It's a little. It's not long enough. Let's put it that way. And I'm thinking also of going out here and I don't know why can't I? I was going to say I could look at Palm Springs. Burbank to Palm Springs would be kind of a nice thing, but now I'm thinking maybe Santa Barbara. But now how do I get, that's interesting here, there's only seems to be these open. I can't, wonder why. So let's go to, so now if I go to FBO, management, there's Burbank, okay. So now I can create a line. So I can say Burbank now to, let's say, Santa Barbara. Mission type, let's say passengers. Max passengers, I want 5. Max weight, price, let's see here. Burbank to Santa Barbara. Let's look at that and see how long that would take us into a direct line. If I'm cruising along, let's say at 180 knots in my, I think that's going to take me 24, let's say about 45 minutes by the time you load up everything and unload everything. Break to break. Let's figure 45 minutes. Alright, so what are we renting a twin engine piston for? Maybe 800 an hour, 1200 an hour. Let's just figure $1,000 an hour just for, you know, to keep the math easy here. So, where am I at now? Okay, so let's see here. Let's figure 700. Let's go. Well, I can charge. Usually, most charter companies will charge a minimum of an hour, if not even more. So I'll go. Let's say. No, let's figure 800 an hour. Let's go 1,200 for the whole flight. Now, estimated price. Oh, there we go. Estimated price. Oh, wow. Maximum number. I don't know. Maximum passengers only for PAX, VIP, and airline missions. I put in max PAX here. Well, I guess we'll do it again here. What does this do? Add new line. This will generate the mission. So 5982. If that's the case, I'll go 5,800, which seems ridiculously high. And we'll do this. Line mission added. Cool. There it is. Now, mission, mission, mission. I wonder if I have to go up through here. I only have passengers. I don't see it listed there though. Maybe it takes a while. Oh, and then maybe no one has chosen it either. I think you have to give it time in order for passengers to actually pick it. Speaking of which, all I have here is just my, crap, I got confused with both of them. I have my Baron in OnAir, but I only have a 172 in NeoFly. Well, that's a fine. How do you do? So now I might have to go back to loans. And let's get a big old loan. Now that other one's gone. Oh, I like that. We're just going to experiment. In fact, the name of the company is just Burbank Testing, so I'm going to eventually start a new one. I'm just going to do whatever I can here to see if I can get a oh, that's goods. Never mind. I don't want that. So there's my line, there's my flight. Oh, there we go. I got all sorts of flights. 4, 5, here's one. It's gonna pay me this amount. They even paid me more than what I was asking. Oh, that's pretty cool. Cargo and passengers. Okay, I think I've messed with this enough that I think I kind of like this. I think what I want to do is keep my, so I don't lose everything. Let's shut this down. Yeah. And let's go back to OnAir. And we'll keep this, so I don't lose everything what I've done in this. Let's come back here, and what we'll do is C231 KESA. I may not have enough of fuel. Hey, there it is. Oh, I do. Good. If you don't, it won't let you fly, or it won't let the AI pilots fly. So what I'll do is I'll go back through here and at least get them, at least keep them going. I want to make sure that I have no, there it is, KPTD. So that's what, 38 miles, 36. So KPDT, there it is. Should be able to start that up right away and get these, get my AI pilots that I'm paying weekly to get them to keep flying. I trimmed down a lot of planes. I had like 10 Cessna 208s, trimmed them down to 4, picked up a Baron for me, and for there I'm just going to leave it be. Now that way they can still keep flying and generate income when I can mess around with NeoFly and kind of start from the beginning on that. It depends on what size alone I guess I take out. So I'll take that. We'll come here. We'll go there. And then we'll go boom, boom, boom. Select load all those up. 132, 174. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to max this out. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to take a while. And maybe I should get rid of my Baron. Or I think maybe. And they were telling me on the Discord, on OnAir Discord channel, that the best way for now is to do exactly what I'm doing. You fly, you go to the airport, you see what jobs are available, take the job, and then have either you fly or have them fly to wherever they're going to go, and rinse and repeat. You just kind of hunt around. And what happens is you end up really all over the place. Let me shut that off, and then there won't be so confusing. So I started everybody within the area here down at Burbank. And you see you end up kind of wherever the job takes you. So I got one pilot way up in here, one pilot over here, and you know, and it's just kind of every which way. So I'm trying to create something that would be more operating out of one's own home base. Now I understand that yes, I could just deadhead back here to Burbank, but it's kind of pointless because it's like, well, that would be a lot of expense deadheading, especially all the way from here and you know up north there. So I don't know. I hate to just have that sitting there wasting away. what I should do is I should hire me another pilot and take them to Van Nuys, and then I could have them fly that. Maybe I can do that. Let's go, whoops. Let's go to employees. Let's go to job market. And let's go to multi-engine piston land. And we'll get that guy right there. And we'll put him at Van Nuys. Sign the contract. Now, if I go here, oh, let's get him going. Because now that's ready to go. I notice you have to click this twice sometimes, so the second time you do it, I'm wondering if it's like a rounding error or something. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, closest one is 057. So we'll do that. Lisa Bullock is flying, so we'll say start the AI flight. Okay. So what we're going to do now. Okay. So let's go find some passengers to fly here. Baron and passengers. There we go. Take them down to, what is it, Las Vegas, the way it looks to me. Now what? Pax says 570 pounds. Alright, well, let's see if this will work. Weight is not valid. You need to validate fuel and payload. Some reason. Oh, these are in the first. I don't know, that's odd. Let's go back. Ah, it's just where I was, you dummy. Technicians. Got 3 technicians. I'll take them all. I don't have any first class seats. Seem to be first class passengers or something. I don't get it. Let's abandon this. Let's try this again. Can't take any of these yet. Can't take that one. Oh. Economy, business, and first class. I need something that has 3. Oh wait, here's 5. Oh no, can't take that one. That requires a human player. I don't know if I could do that or not. Maybe I could. Here we go. Here's 5 economy passengers. Let's see if we can do that. Okay. Now let's go here. There we go. Yeah, it loads up this. Okay, so 45K SNA. So we're going to go down to Oh, it's going to take a while to load, but we're going to go down to, what is that, John Wayne, I think. And anyway, now we got to wait for them to load up. Alright, so in the meantime, when that's doing that, I think what I'm going to do is fire up NeoFly, and I'm going to delete this one here and start a new company, and we'll start a real company. Call sign. They want a call sign, and then they call you the pilot. And I don't like that. That's one reason I like OnAir. OnAir, you definitely have a company name, JBS Airlines, as well as you know, a pilot name. Anywho, I set up NeoFly with the company name. Let's get this show on the road, then I can close this out. KSNA. Yeah, John Wayne. Okay, good. Now we got all that, and we should have everybody in the air. Okay, now we can be done with that. I think what I'm going to do, so this video doesn't get too long, I'm going to end it here, start a new one with a new company, and then we'll go from there.